things like that that are fair, unlike private industry. And it also creates a kind of a loyalty. The jobs aren't always reliable forever or anything, but there's a kind of solidity. Like if it is a 5-year job, you know it. It's not like somebody just comes stabs you and 2 weeks later you have a surprise. So what I'm saying is they give to you as a civil servant, but you're not getting paid as much as you would in other parts of the industry and whatnot. So there's also a sense of service behind why it feels so good to do it. And so politicians might not have integrity, but civil servants can, and we could start electing civil servants, people that serve the civil. And the more transparency, the better. Because if you have a lot of transparency, see, Americans think presidents need to get away with lying and laws and crime. That's just kind of an American outlaw attitude. And I could see the idea of, that sort of idea, but we're going to evolve away from that because of all the surveillance data that we get, even not from like spy agencies, but just like we all have our cameras and everything's getting recorded. You know what I mean? Um, that this triangulation on public life is going to become more and more public. And frankly, if you had more automatic transparency, then who would end up doing the jobs? Well, people that like power, but also people that didn't mind, or actually probably people that liked being watched all the time and watching what they do, and they would have to figure out ethical ways to do it. Now, that's not going to happen in the next couple centuries, but I think that's the way that we're going, and there's probably a better term than civil servant, but the politician thing is a concept that probably we can wrap up and go, okay, this is not exactly how we want things in the long run. Though you can also say something like that you could call politics has to go on, right? Barry Blutnick says, good call on calling them the DLC instead of DNC. This is why I made this video. No, the DLC is the Democratic Leadership Council that Clinton started. Who was that guy? That Moby Republican Democrat guy. Joe Lieberman. I think Biden was involved. It was the reconservativization of the Democratic Party because the Democratic Party had always had a big conservative wing that had to be appealed to and was even a big power base going back to when all the Southern racist politicians that couldn't be Republicans because Lincoln had been a Republican. Okay, and as those people bailed to the Republican Party and whatnot, um, uh, you had this, McGovern and Jimmy Carter area where, kind of like now, more liberal types, progressive type liberal or leftist type liberals had sway in the party and managed to get some candidates in there. And, the mainstream establishment Democrats, they were embarrassed of Carter. They didn't protect him from the slings and arrows of the right. Instead, Teddy Kennedy fucking primaried him. Primaried him. Can you imagine? Yeah, Jimmy Carter, he's running for re-election, gets primaried by fucking a Kennedy. Yeah, that's the fucking kind of party that it is. So, um, when Clinton came in with the whole idea of we're going to get them Reagan Democrats back, and ever since then, right through to Hillary 2016, it's like we're going to get those suburban Republicans back. They liked Kennedy, and we're just like that. It's bullshit. So it's the DLC. Um, not not talking about the DNC, Democratic National Committee. Stable genius progressive. Hello, Pyrrho. Who are these leading thinkers you speak of? This is also why I made this. I'm speaking of me, myself, and I, of course. Probably amend him, says Barry Blutnick. No, I was thinking of myself. Leading thinkers, top man. That's right. Okay, let's see. Now I'll reload this thing and see if people are in there. You showed back up. Oh, no. Oh, I see how it is. Run away. Top chat is that? I don't know. Okay, fine. Well, I answered you guys.